Making now.
This is the best part. We're gonna make the meatballs that go in the sauce.
Oh, so there's meat in the sauce,
Yes.
and you're going to make meatballs to go in the
Yes.
sauce.
And that's what I was saying. You don't really have to put it over anything. And I'll keep this not quite as thick as she would, so it's almost like a soup.
And I noticed 2 different colors of meat. So we have beef, lean beef, and
So there's
turkey.
3 pounds of meat in this entire recipe. And I'm sure there was beef and veal in the original. So my tweak on it is I want to get some of that beef taste. So one of those 3 pounds I made organic lean beef. And then the other 2 are the lean ground turkey.
All right.
You know, because there is a little more of a richness that you'll get out of beef. So, you know, so a third of this is going to be beef, 2/3 turkey. So we have a pound in here. So this, I said, you can make this and have this just over your pasta. And it's a wonderful spaghetti sauce. So now the trick with this, so you want to go ahead and put the eggs in there?
Arm workout.
So we're going to just throw everything in the bowl.
2 eggs.
If we had a stand mixer, we would use that.
What kind of mixer?
You know, a stand mixer that has the big bowl with the arm.
Yeah.
And it just didn't make it here. It was in the plan.
My mother used to make old-fashioned hamburgers, and what we did is we crushed the crackers. We rolled and crushed the crackers, put eggs in it, salt and pepper, and did what you're doing, and onions. And then made our hamburgers, fried our hamburgers. And everybody, my kids love when I make that.
All right, so yes, I'm eyeballing that, and I'm putting it on her hand on purpose just to mess with her.
Getting a salt scrub too. Hey.
Okay, so that was probably about 2 to 3 teaspoons, maybe 3 teaspoons of Celtic sea salt. You know, I'm just gonna do the pepper until I think we're good.
And grounded pepper, another thing, it tastes so much better than regular pepper.
If you've ever
ground pepper.
noticed, this is one of those weird facts, but a lot of like supplements have black pepper as the last ingredient. This actually helps with absorption.
Wow.
If you ever look, you might be taking turmeric for inflammation, and it might be turmeric, and then in the end you'll see like in the list like black pepper. But it helps you absorb, which I think is crazy cool.
So it's better to get ground pepper than to have the other pepper.
Well, I mean, best if you
I
can
think it
crack it
tastes so much
yourself.
better,
So you buy
too.
the black peppercorns and have a mill and do like I just did. You know,
Yes.
because you've just released all those antioxidants the way that you do it that way.
Yes.
Kind of like when they come
That's the
around to your
healthiest.
table at an Italian restaurant and ask if you
Yeah.
want cracked pepper. It just makes that salad that much better. All right, Heather, you said I had to do this really well. That's the secret, right? That's your secret?
The secret is it's about to be a little bit harder.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
haven't
I
done
got
my workout this morning.
Me neither. So I got the Italian, just good old Progresso breadcrumbs. Yes, I could have made my own bread and toasted it and crumbed it. This is what we did.
You're a mom.
And right. And I did want the Italian seasonings in here. Okay. So we're doing a good amount.
a lot.
Okay. We're gonna do a good amount there.
But see, that's almost like Mama's hamburgers, except she used crackers instead of.
Did she
Yeah,
make
I mean,
a mess
it's-
like me?
Yeah. It does
You gotta make a mess in the kitchen, though.
That's really the trick, because I mean, the first time I made them with her, I'm like, more? And she's like, yes, more. That's gonna be about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning.
Gosh, it smells
You
so
really
good.
want to get a lot of flavor in your meatballs. You really do, because they become they're the star of the show, and they can really stand up to a lot of seasoning as well. It takes kind of a lot to give them that flavor. How you doing? Is it kind of hard?
Mm-mm.
All right.
It's all those
That's
amino
gonna be
acids
hard.
I've been taking. And my vitamins.
Look at her biceps; are so
Look at
nice.
Sweet. Now y'all remind me to get my ring. I'll forget
Yeah,
that.
right. So my children love, if we do put it over pasta, they actually prefer penne pasta, the little tubes.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of stands up. Is it getting kind of hard now?
It's getting there.
A little more? Can we take a little
Maybe
more?
a little bit more. Yeah.
All right. So, Miss Dorothy, we're going to roll these up and drop them right in the pot.
With just like that.
Yep. And they're going to be done.
They're going to be done.
Yep.
And what I love about that is that the sauce will cook through the meat.
Right.
You know?
I mean, because all that stuff you're worried about, bacteria and the things that come to mind, at 165, I believe it's 165, like it's dead. So as long as that's cooked and that sauce has reached that temperature, which it's boiling, so it's 212 now. So everything in there's, everything in there is, if it was a bad guy, it's It's no longer
there.
alive. It's no longer with us. Nope. All right, are we good?
All right, I want to make Doreen
Okay.
happy, so.
All right, go. Yeah, about an inch. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Look at how quick
You can
she's
put, you
putting
know what,
them
put a little more
together.
breadcrumbs in it,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
And we're going to throw this away, obviously, because my hands are.
Yeah, and I just washed my hands. So we're going about an inch. I'd say it's about an inch diameter. And you need to watch that, you know, you have to consider your cooking time. If you make them too thick, they're not going to cook through. So there we go. They just go right in.
So now this is
There.
a holiday thing, an all the time thing.
For me, it's been, I mean, when my daughter turned 1, this is what I made. When, you know, for birthdays, holidays, it's my go-to because as you see, it's just easy.
It's easy, but it takes the time.
And it tastes so good and it's unique and I'm bringing, you know, my mother-in-law passed away 2005, I believe it was. So I'm bringing her, you know,
Back in.
and, you know, and my father-in-law.
No onions in there.
I mean, her freezer was like full of Tupperware containers full of this.
Wow.
Just frozen meatballs.
She just
to pull out.
just always had tons.
So sweet.
So it's not just her recipe, it was her signature dish as well. So.
Well, and so when you make something like this, you say, well, that's too much for us. No, you just put it in bags and
Sure.
freeze it, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I make it, it goes in thermoses for lunch and for the children for the next couple of
That's a
days
good
too.
idea.
Yeah.
You know, I just
So make
take,
it big enough so you have
Yeah.
extra left over.
Sure. You know, there's nothing better than having lunches planned out, right, Mariana?
Oh,
We talk a minute about meal prep.
The other
know?
day I said,
Oh.
Tammy said, because they were gone, and she didn't have lunches for the kids in the morning. I can't remember what she sent them. And I said, you got to be kidding me. That's all you gave them for lunch. And so she was out buying stuff yesterday for their lunch. But I can't, it was so funny. I just started laughing at her.
Well, Heather just mentioned meal prepping, and that is just, it has been the key to a better week for our family. We're out of my house right now, we're renovating, so that's been a little crazy, but the easier I can make my life, the better. So meal prepping has just been not only for myself, but for the kids.
the
Just
kids' lunches.
makes the week go so much smoother. I'll have, you know, in my my in-laws' refrigerator, that's who we're staying with at the moment, I'll have a bowl full of strawberries, a bowl full of blueberries. Remember I told you berries is a good word to have in your refrigerator. And then maybe some hard-boiled eggs that are already boiled in a
Bag.
bowl. Some cooked chicken on a Sunday, like either the crock pot or some boiled chicken breasts, and just have that in the refrigerator. So then I just grab and go. You know, it just makes it so much easier to have things already prepared in the refrigerator for the week.
And the term meal prep used to scare me. Like I thought, oh, that must just be for those really
Hours and
organized
hours of
people, and you
work.
think they've got these cute little containers, and where do you get those? And oh my gosh! But for me, it's maybe if I can take an hour, usually on a Sunday afternoon, and just think for a minute, like, okay, what do we want? Okay, so if I want to make black bean soup, which I usually make at least once every other week, I might just go ahead and make it. You know, or I've usually got that Israeli salad. I've made that on here before. Or
I love the Israeli
always
salad.
have boiled eggs in my fridge. Always.
Now, tell me about black bean soup.
It's
Do you have her recipe?
Kim's. You remember Kim Beavers came on here with me? It has a cookbook. It's in there.
Good stuff.
But it works well. We have a 10-day detox, as you remember, on our nutritional program. We always start with 10 days of a good cellular level detox, right? Gentle, easy.
Gentle eating.
Don't
Sometimes
have those-
detox can
those-
scare
yeah.
people. This is
It's
not a
not like
scary
that.
detox.
And we have a meal plan. We give you everything that you need to eat, including grocery lists and recipes for the full 10 days. And that first night, you do that black bean soup. And it's so good, and I notice, and I always take notes of what people tell me they liked the best, and it's always, oh, I love that black bean soup. So most of the people that we coach and continue, you know, just loving on and watching their success continue,